Hi, my name is Adrienne Lyle, and I'm a U.S. dressage athlete. If I could play another Olympic sport, I would love to play volleyball.
Did you play volleyball growing up?
I did. I played volleyball in high school a little bit.
Awesome. What would you say is your greatest accomplishment?
I think being able to go to the 2012 London Olympic Games was really an amazing experience, and it's something that I am striving to repeat at some point in my life.
Awesome. What would you tell your 10-year-old self?
I would tell my 10-year-old self that it all comes true.
Awesome. What is your pre-competition ride routine?
I like to just hang out in the barn with my horse and with my grooms before competition. I usually listen to some music, just try to keep the atmosphere relaxed.
Okay, and what's on your playlist?
Oh, there's a lot of old folk rock on my playlist.
That's awesome. Do you have any superstitions?
No, I've tried really hard to not become superstitious because I know myself and I know that if I get a lucky charm, I'll end up losing it on competition day or something. So I really try to not let myself develop any superstitions.
Right. Who would you say is your biggest influence? It can be equestrian or not.
My trainer, Debbie McDonald, I think for sure has been my biggest influence on me. She was an idol of mine growing up in her riding, and I moved to train with her when I was in college, and it eventually became a job, and she opened up so many doors for me and has always been an incredible supporter.
Okay, what is your least favorite dressage movement?
I don't know if I have a least favorite dressage movement. I think one of the most difficult ones is the halt rein back, and it's one that a lot of people probably are guilty of not training enough, and it is also one of the most difficult ones, but it can also in a way be my favorite one because you could have a not talented horse and still score very well on that if you practice it enough.
How do you keep yourself occupied on long flights?
I try to sleep.
Are you successful at that? Are you able to?
I'm pretty good at sleeping in any random situation.
Okay, that's good. What is your favorite competition memory?
I think walking in the opening ceremonies in the London Olympics was really amazing. And then as far as just the competition part of it, riding in Aachen, Germany is probably my favorite competition that I've ever ridden in.
Do you get nervous before you compete?
I think everybody gets a little bit nervous before they compete. It's only natural, and whether your mind's nervous or not, I think your body reacts and knows something's big coming. You get a little bit of an adrenaline rush. I think you just have to learn to expect that and embrace it and try to channel it to make your performance better.
Right. Who has been the most influential horse in your career?
Besides Salvino, who I'm riding now, who has become my highest scoring horse in my career, I think Wizard was very influential. We won the under 25 Grand Prix championships here in the United States, and then he went on to take me to the Olympics and the World Equestrian Games.
If you could ride any horse, past or present, who would it be?
Totalis.
Okay, what's your favorite food?
Breakfast food.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No. Who thinks a hot dog is a sandwich?
Has anyone said someone said yes. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Pineapple belongs on everything.
Okay. Favorite summer Olympic sport besides equestrian? Like to watch? Spectator.
I love the track and field.
Back to the last one, if you can think of it. An embarrassing memory or moment.
Okay, I have to think. I know I have so many embarrassing moments. Oh, I have a good one.
Okay.
Before the London Olympics, we were staying at this lovely old house, and it was from like 1492 or something, but the doorways were really short because people were shorter back then, and I'm not too short, and like every morning I would put my USA hat on and walk into the door and almost knock myself out, and Debbie was so afraid that I wasn't going to make it to the Olympics because I kept running into the door that I had to go into town and buy a piece of ribbon and tape it on the door so it would hang down in my field of vision so I wouldn't hit my head every morning. I'm also not a morning person, so if you knew me, this would all make sense.
Right.